Alright, the analysis is done, the data has been crunched, and the model has spoken. This is the moment of truth where we put our analysis on the line and make the official call for every single fight on this weekend's card in Qatar. This is the model's official picks. Let's get into it. We're starting with the main event, Arman Tsarukyan versus Dan Hooker. The model is picking Arman Tsarukyan. Arman possesses a truly elite and dynamic skill set that establishes him as a championship-caliber lightweight. His core strength is his elite wrestling and dominant top control, which I believe gives him a decisive advantage over Hooker. I anticipate Tsarukyan will skillfully close the distance against Hooker's length, secure takedowns with relative ease, and maintain suffocating control on the mat. He's also shown impressive improvements in his submission grappling, so a finish there is a distinct possibility. If he opts for ground and pound, he's proven to be devastating, fully capable of finishing the fight with brutal elbows from the top. As the better overall athlete, I expect him to run through Hooker and make a statement to secure his title shot. Now, what's the roadblock? Dan Hooker is an absolute savage and notoriously tough to finish. He's a good kickboxer with a lengthy frame, giving him a real chance if this fight stays standing at distance for long periods. Hooker has shown impressive resilience and scrambling ability against wrestling pressure, most notably in his competitive fight with Mateusz Gamrot. If Tsarukyan's cardio fades, or if Hooker lands that one big shot, which he is more than capable of, he could capitalize. However, Tsarukyan's wrestling and strategic approach should be more than enough to neutralize Hooker's opportunities. Next up, the co-main event, Belal Muhammad versus Ian Machado Garry. The model is picking Ian Machado Garry. In my view, Ian Garry is one of the best technical strikers in the welterweight division. His significant physical advantages in height and reach, combined with impeccable footwork and range management, allow him to control striking exchanges from a distance. He's fast, clean, and accurate with his hands, and fully capable of piecing up Muhammad on the feet. The 3-round limit here is a crucial factor. It heavily favors Garry's striking output and minimizes the time Muhammad has to grind out a victory. And Garry's defensive grappling has been improving, giving him confidence in stifling takedown attempts. Belal's primary path to victory, of course, is through his wrestling, heavy pressure, and relentless pace, a test Garry hasn't fully faced. Garry's takedown defense has shown vulnerabilities. If Muhammad can implement a wrestle-heavy game plan, chaining takedown attempts and securing control, he could make this fight incredibly competitive. He's a dog who will continuously move forward. Nevertheless, Garry's superior striking skill and movement should keep the fight where he thrives, allowing him to outpoint Muhammad over 3 rounds. Now for the light heavyweights, Volkan Oezdemir versus Alonzo Menifield. The model is picking Volkan Oezdemir. This pick comes down to superior technical striking, fight IQ, and cleaner boxing. Oezdemir has better cardio and is the more cerebral fighter, which will allow him to dictate the pace. His ability to land precise shots and utilize those damaging leg kicks should significantly impact Menifield's movement and power early on. Volkan has also consistently fought and performed well against the elite of the division, giving him a huge experience advantage. He has both knockout power and submission skills, giving him multiple clear paths to victory. Menifield's opportunity is clear. He has undeniable, explosive raw power. His best chance is to land a clean, wild shot early, as we know Oezdemir can be clipped. But I'm banking on Oezdemir's discipline and technical striking to see him through, and I wouldn't be surprised if he finds a knockout finish of his own. Alright, this next one is just wonderfully bizarre. Jack Hermansson versus Menifield Orolbai. The model is picking Menifield Orolbai. This is a powerful, well-rounded grappler, facing a veteran taking a huge risk. The crucial factor here is Jack Hermansson, at 37 years old and coming off a brutal KO loss, moving down to welterweight. That kind of cut suggests he may be drained and his durability could be compromised. Orolbai is a strong wrestler who is likely to neutralize Hermansson's grappling and apply constant suffocating pressure. He also has significant finishing power. I fully expect him to dominate this fight everywhere and potentially win by KO early. Of course, Hermansson is an experienced and crafty veteran. If he can manage the distance with his jab and herky-jerky movement, he could find success, and his submission ability is always a factor on the ground. However, the physical drain from that weight cut gives a massive advantage to the powerful Orolbai, whose skill set is perfectly designed to exploit any lack of durability. On to the heavyweights. Waldo Cortes-Acosta versus Shamil Gaziev. The model is picking Waldo Cortes-Acosta. You have to give Salsa Boy tremendous credit for his heart and activity, taking this fight on extremely short notice. He's a competent boxer with superior cardio and has demonstrated he can beat high-level guys, recently getting a decision over Gaziev's original opponent. His consistent pace and reliable boxing fundamentals make him a rising contender who is difficult to put away. I see him using his movement and volume to outpoint the harder-hitting Gaziev. Gaziev's chance is his power. He hits hard, and given the short notice, Cortes-Acosta's stamina could be an issue. If Gaziev connects with a massive, clean shot, he can end the fight early. But I'm trusting the proven toughness and pace of Cortes-Acosta to get the job done. Alright, now for the prelims. The model has a pick for every single one. Tagir Ulanbekov versus Kyoji Horiguchi. The pick is Tagir Ulanbekov. He is a large Dagestani wrestler from the famed Khabib camp. His dominant, grinding style relies on muscle and phenomenal control to secure a victory. Horiguchi is a legend and a phenomenal karate-style striker who is fast and athletic. He could absolutely frustrate Ulanbekov on the feet. However, Ulanbekov's grappling pressure is usually too relentless, and I expect his game plan to succeed through positional dominance. Grad versus Luke Riley. The pick is Luke Riley. He is an undefeated, highly touted prospect from Liverpool, who is a dynamic, all-gas-no-brakes striker with serious hand speed and knockout power. Grad is a tough and durable fighter, and his path is to test Riley's occasionally porous takedown defense. Despite that, Riley's explosive striking and finishing instinct should be enough to overcome Grad's attempts to grind out a win, likely by knockout. Nicholas Dalby versus Sagid Izagakhmaev. The pick is Sagid Izagakhmaev. He's a well-rounded and dangerous fighter from the Khabib camp with powerful striking and a dominant ground game. The age disparity is huge. He's a decade younger than the 41-year-old Dalby, who's coming off a brutal knockout loss. The primary concern is Izagakhmaev's extensive inactivity, but his proven skills and the stylistic mismatch strongly favor the debutant. Alex Perez versus Asu Almabayev. The pick is Asu Almabayev. Asu is a highly capable flyweight who will thrive by using his elite wrestling, overwhelming grappling pressure, and endless gas tank. He's expected to aggressively pursue takedowns and secure dominant top control. Perez's recent lengthy layoff from a knee injury makes him particularly vulnerable in grappling exchanges. While Perez is the better striker, Almabayev's relentless pressure will likely break Perez down. Abdulrahman Yakhyaev versus Rafael Cerqueira. The pick is Abdulrahman Yakhyaev, one of the biggest favorites on the card. He's an undefeated, phenomenal prospect with exceptional power and is a master of sport in Sambo and MMA. This is a stylistic mismatch designed for Yakhyaev to secure a highlight finish, and I expect him to do so in the first round. Beksat Almakhan versus Alexandre Topuria. The pick is Beksat Almakhan. He is a highly skilled and explosive bantamweight who is significantly more proven than his opponent. He's an accurate, quick boxer with massive fight-ending power, famously knocking out Brad Katona and dropping Umar Nurmagomedov. Topuria has sharp boxing and a wrestling base, but he hasn't faced this level of competition. Almakhan's striking and experience should lead him to victory. Ismail Naurdiev versus Ryan Loder. The pick is Ryan Loder. This is a classic striker versus grappler fight. Loder is a DI American wrestler and former tough winner whose game plan is relentless grappling pressure. He should be able to out-muscle and out-grapple Naurdiev, who is undersized for the division. If Loder secures top position, his heavy ground and pound should lead to a decision win, or maybe even a late finish. Nurullo Aliev versus Shamrock. The pick is Nurullo Aliev. He is an undefeated prospect with a dominant, tireless control wrestling style reminiscent of Khabib. His path is straightforward, relentless pressure, takedowns, and top control. Shamrock is an aggressive fighter with slick jiu-jitsu, but Aliev's relentless pressure and wrestling technique should be enough to neutralize Rock's ground game and grind out a decision. Marek Bujlo versus Denzel Freeman, and finally the pick is Denzel Freeman. He is a strong, explosive, and nimble athlete with a solid wrestling base and a considerable striking advantage. He's also the outgoing LFA heavyweight champion and is far more tested. Bujlo is an undefeated BJJ black belt who starts extremely fast, but Freeman's proven wrestling and superior conditioning should allow him to weather that initial storm and secure an early finish. So there you have it, the model's official picks for every single fight. A lot of fascinating matchups, a lot of tough calls. Now I want your take. Which prediction do you think is a lock, and which one do you think is completely wrong? I want to see your analysis in the comments.